Let's go ahead and unmute that, see if it hears me now. Okay, can you hear me? I'll edit the stream afterwards. Cut out the bullshit. Okay, yep. There we go. We're good. We are good, people. I am not seeing the chat. Purposely not going to be doing any viewer interaction. I'm just going to give you my side of the story. So, for anybody that knows, me and Silent Rob go way back. I was a fan of his since probably 2008 or so. I mean, it's been almost 10 years. And, I mean, it hasn't always been rosy and peachy, although I do dispute his fact that he unfriended me from Facebook a while back. I don't remember anything of the nature. I think I unfriended him, actually, if I remember right. But anyways, that's not important. I'm here to defend my side of the story because he made a claim on his video that I backstabbed him, that I sold him out to Review Tech USA, and that's why he blocked me on Facebook. And that exactly is not true. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and pull up some information here. This is what he posted on Facebook right here. And as you can see, this is a tweet that set him off. Now, lo and behold, I know it may be hard to believe, but this tweet was sent more than an hour after he blocked me. So he already blocked me and had already done so for about 2 hours. And we'll get to a point to where we'll prove that. But anyways, the conversation originally started by the fact that he posted something on Facebook claiming that certain people were ripping him off and not giving him credit, namely RGT85, aka Sean Long, as well as Richard Masucci or whatever it is, of Review Tech USA. He said that they ripped him off and didn't give him credit, that they just gave Sean Long the credit, and Sean Long apparently blamed it on a Facebook post. Well, that is actually true. I can actually give you guys some concrete evidence of that. As a matter of fact, this is a Facebook post that started it all right here from a Facebook user page called Mr. Wizard Reproductions, which produces reproduction game cartridges, as the name would imply, of various styles and whatnot. And anyways, he expressed some frustrations about YouTube, and he blamed it for the increase in retro game prices, and there were some arguments on there. As a matter of fact, I have a screen capture here of Sean Long kind of debating him a little bit on that here. I mean, you guys can pause it if you want and watch and read it and just take it at your own pace. You know, there's no rush here. I'm just giving the evidence. I'm giving the truth here. So that is what it is. So anyways, it got really heated. There were some people that really got mad at him, and he got banned. Or not, he didn't get banned. He banned a couple people from his page, rather. And so he ended up deleting that post, and he made this post, which he also deleted. Those posts are no longer available on Facebook, but I happened to get screen captures of all this stuff. So this is where Sean Long's video actually originated from, is from these series of Facebook posts that happened. And, I mean, lo and behold, people can come up with ideas from things other than other YouTubers, right? I mean, even if Rob may have talked about the subject prior to Sean Long talking about it, well, Sean Long didn't get any inspiration from Rob. As a matter of fact, there's no evidence to suggest that he's ever watched Silent Rob's channel. I couldn't find any comments from him on Silent Rob's channel, or anything. You know, he didn't even know who this guy was when I talked to Sean myself. So let's go ahead and move on to another thing here. This is the original Facebook post that Rob had made calling out ViewTech USA as well as RGT85. This is the post that he claimed that they called him out on. And then, of course, he goes into other things that he came up with, such as Action 52 and GameStop Rat cover video art and cover art video. Can't talk today. But anyways, I know that at least for 2 out of the 3, he's bullshitting, because Samuel to Geek actually has the very first GameStop rant ever done on YouTube, which was done back in April 2008, which predates Rob's by over a year. And then the cover art video, I don't know when Rob did that originally, but there was a YouTube video that's nearly 10 years old. So it could be 2000, late 2007, early 2008. Someone making fun of album cover art for music. So we're gonna have to call bullshit on those unless I'm otherwise proven. But anyways, even if Rob came up with all three of these things by himself, it doesn't mean that it really doesn't mean anything, because just because somebody comes up with a topic first doesn't mean that somebody else that covers that topic didn't derive of that topic on their own as well. So anyways, Xander, my buddy Xander Scullion, actually showed that to Rob that this was false, that Sean did not get the inspiration from Rob. And as you can see, there is a discussion right here between the two of them. I'll let you guys go ahead and take a moment to read that at your own leisure if you like. But this is the conversation as it went. And of course, things got pretty heated. But eventually, Xander got blocked by Rob. And this was after Xander posted this little treasure right here. Because Rob called Xander out on being inspired by him. Xander posted a screen cap of a video that he did that predated Rob's by almost a month. Now, obviously, the title of the video and things like that are different, but they touched on a lot of the same subjects. As you can see there, May 10th versus June 6th, I believe, for the respective videos. And that was on the original channel that Rob posted on, by the way, which was his alternate channel called PC Master Race Sucks Ass, or whatever it's called. So anyways, I get into the conversation. I just rightly point out that Rob doesn't know what he's talking about with this whole scenario. And that, they didn't get this from Rob. I was just pointing that out. And I was basically saying that, their opinion wasn't even the same on it. But anyways, he posted what he did. Later on, which unfortunately I didn't get a screen cap for, I posted the Mr. Wizard post that it originated from that I showed you guys earlier. He blocked me then. And then, of course, after he blocked me, I was part of his fan page on Facebook. And I just happened to do a little research and found out that Pat the NES Punk, that's right, Pat the NES Punk, the guy that Rob loves to rip on, probably more than any other YouTuber, as far as I can tell. He did a video on this almost 3 years ago. Yes, that's right. If you read over on the right-hand side there, that says June 30th, 2014. So, Rob, did you rip off Pat the NES Punk? Or did you come up with it on your own? Because people can come up with their own ideas. I think we have a pretty good establishment of that now. That people can be inspired by various sources, and that oftentimes doesn't mean other people. But let's go ahead and move on here. So, this is the time frame that Rob actually blocked me. So, as you see on the very left, this is a conversation that I had with Xander and another friend. And as you can see, I have this conversation here with Xander. And then I confirm, July 8th at 11:51 p.m., he blocked me. Then if you look to the right, my tweet to Richard Review Tech USA, 1:37 a.m. on July 9th. That is 2 hours after that. Even if you want to account for freaking time zone differences and whatnot, it's really crazy timing, isn't it? Then you can look at an hour later. These are all taken from the same time zone that these conversations happened. An hour later is when Rob posted that he blocked me because of that tweet. The reason why he blocked me was actually because I proved him wrong. Same as with Xander. We both proved him wrong. And whenever you're someone that is in the position that Rob is, where you thrive on e-drama, you have to be able to maintain that essence where you're not wrong. Because if your fans find out that you are in fact wrong, that calls into question their loyalty. That might mean that they will stop watching your videos, stop contributing to your Patreon, unsubscribe, so on. But that is what happened. Rob had to show his strength there, but time was not on his side, as you can see here. Now, there's another point I want to bring up here. This is the Metal Jesus Rocks post. So, Metal Jesus Rocks, MJR, everybody knows him pretty much in the gaming community. He's one of the biggest retro gaming channels on YouTube. I think he's got around 300,000 subs or so now. So anyways, I don't know how or where MJR stumbled upon Rob's video. I guess maybe it trended a little bit or something like that, or maybe somebody sent him the link. But anyways, he posted his own comment on that video, as you guys can read right here. And then, of course, a couple of Silent Rob's fans kind of attacked him on it and so on, which, not a surprise. That's a very common theme with Rob's fans. I'm sure that most of the Rob fans, well, maybe not most of them, I'm sure a fair chunk of them, are probably going to just watch this, maybe leave a nasty comment, maybe a thumbs down, and they'll just stop right there. They're not going to watch the whole video. They're just going to watch that 1 second, which will not even count as a view, if I'm not mistaken, with the way YouTube works. But look at the time frame here, where this is actually taken, if I'm not mistaken, by Silent Rob himself. He posted that comment, and then shortly after that, Metal Jesus' comment went away. Now, that's really crazy, I'd admit. You know, it's really crazy why that happened. Rob, of course, claims that Metal Jesus went back to the video and deleted his own comment because he was embarrassed. But I want to show you guys something here. I want to show you how YouTube comments actually work. So we're going to go ahead
so
and
I've
play
just
a little
posted
video
this
here.
video real quick to show you how YouTube comments actually work. When somebody says that somebody deleted their comment, well, this is what actually happens. So I'm actually logged into my alt account right here, and I posted a series of test comments to show what exactly happens whenever you do certain things. So as an alt account, if I go and delete this first comment here and click delete, comment deleted, and then if we refresh the video and we try to go find that comment again, oh look, the comment is gone. I can't see it anymore. But let's make things a little interesting here. Let's go up and we'll change back to my main channel. Okay, so we're on my main channel now. Now let's say I go ahead and delete this comment right over here. I delete it from the other channel. We'll just hit remove. See, comment removed. It's different from deleted. And I'm going to demonstrate that right now. We're going to switch back to the other channel. Okay. And notice how that comment still shows up on this channel. But whenever the comment is removed, it no longer can be viewed. And so Rob claims that Metal Jesus deleted his own comment, when I'm starting to question that now, because I don't see why he would. It just doesn't add up.
Okay, so I think that made a pretty solid point, guys, regarding how YouTube comment deletion works. I know some people may disagree. Some people may still swear to this day that Metal Jesus deleted his comment. I reached out to Metal Jesus to try to get the truth. Unfortunately, he wasn't going to respond to me. I guess he just wanted to stay out of it, and I respect that. But regardless, I am really questioning Rob's integrity on this here, because it appears that he may be lying. And that's not his only fault. Rob does have a number of character flaws that, you know, I really don't know everything he is. I'm not a psychologist. I do not have the ability to diagnose him. But I imagine he probably does have some mental disorders. I really do recommend, Rob, that you need to go see a psychiatrist and get evaluated and everything like that. Maybe you need to do some regular sessions. But let's go ahead and touch on some of those character flaws here. So, Silent Rob, as you guys may know, he has a reputation to bash YouTubers that use services like Patreon. But as you can see here, Rob has a Patreon. Funny enough, Rob actually started this Patreon as a joke, and he said he was never going to use this money for YouTube and all this other stuff, and it was just a joke, and, you know, a few of us contribute. As a matter of fact, I was one of the original people that donated to Rob's Patreon. If you're on Rob's Patreon, you can go on there and check in and see. Look at the comments. Way back in the day. I don't know how much I donated, I have no idea, but I actually contributed, because you can't comment unless you contribute to it. So anyways, he asked for people to donate to his Patreon, because he had some issue with his car brakes and not getting much from machinima and all this other crap, right? So, I guess Rob doesn't get the results that he expected by playing the nice guy and trying to be honest and reasonable. So he resorts to insulting his fans and attacking them. Let's just go ahead and read an excerpt for this here. Well, I guess I know who my friends are, huh? One fucking person donated off that post. One. You know, guys, I worked my fucking ass off to give you guys the best 2016 I could. Sure, I destroy people who whore themselves out for Patreon bucks, and I don't do that. I don't even mention it in my fucking videos. But it would be nice to feel the least bit appreciated here. Well, being people like and watch your videos, that should be appreciation enough. Plus, some people like me have YouTube Red, and therefore you get more advertising dollars. That's one reason why I don't really do Patreon, is because I support people by watching them with that extra advertising revenue on YouTube Red. I mean, I feel like that you deserve the extra money, sure, but that's another story entirely. Then, of course, he goes on to bitch about Dark Side Phil and about how his low his Patreon is and all this other crap. So, Rob doesn't get what he wants by trying to be a normal and reasonable human being. So he lets loose his actual ego, his actual persona, if you will, to attack his fans. Now, this is just on Facebook, by the way, so only the most dedicated Silent Rob fans probably even never seen that post. But that post did happen. I have a number of witnesses that can verify it, of course. And, of course, there's another post right here. That wasn't even the first time that Rob talked about the Patreon. I mean, we all have our off days. But here he is very recently, just a couple of weeks ago, again bitching about people with their Patreon, lowering their amounts from $2 to $1 a month. It's just great, isn't it, Rob, that happened, unfortunately. But, you know, maybe there's a reason why that happened. Let's look at other YouTubers like Spoony1, for example, who used to pull in over $5,000 a month on Patreon, and now I think he makes about $600 a month. And maybe it's because he doesn't put out content like he used to. Maybe it's because he treats his fans like shit. I don't know. But there's definitely a reason behind it, Rob. It's not because you're not worth the extra $1 or because a person's budget is so devastating that they have to reduce $1 so that they can go on, but whatever. And of course, Rob also has a history of deleting his own comments, which we can't prove that Metal Jesus Rocks deleted his comment. But this video right here, this was a guy, I guess he posted a little YouTube war thing between Rob and rmake21. And he demonstrated that, in fact, Rob deleted this comment that he posted. So he basically shit-talked rmake after rmake made a little bit of a jab on him on his Action 52 video that was done a long-ass time ago. And, speaking of Action 52, Rob really talks up this Action 52 video that he's done like it was the greatest thing ever. I actually recently watched it, and it was pretty bad to watch. I know that, well, to be fair, a lot of YouTube videos from that era were bad. Like, even some of the top YouTubers, like ABGN and Irate Gamer, had frequent issues with production and things like that. But even still, their production values were still a fair bit higher than everybody else at that time. But Rob had a lot of issues with his microphone, the audio quality, the editing, his buddy Roach, which really did not contribute hardly anything to the video, and a number of other problems, of course. Just go ahead and watch Rob's old Action 52 video that everybody praises so much. Just give it a little watch, guys, and you'll see what I mean. So, Hold on one second. I gotta mute the mic. I gotta take a phone call. Yeah, sorry about that. I guess that's what happens whenever you get live streaming. You get a IRL event happening. But anyways, here's another event that happened here. Rob also likes to insult people, and as you can see, you can just read the text. It speaks for itself. And I really don't appreciate the way that Rob treated this guy, who I consider a good friend. And it's just a very poor test of character, really. Rob has regularly proved himself to be an unhinged individual that has severe mental problems. And, I hate to say that because back in the day, I used to enjoy his content. I really did. And, lately it hasn't been the greatest, but I still watched it because, I had that fandom, I guess, for him. But now he completely lost me. It's over with, Rob. You burned that bridge. I mean, if you want to actually apologize and you want to actually make an effort to demonstrate that you were having a dark time and that you want to get the help that you need to be the person that you can be, well, then I'll be there for you, man. Hit me up. But it kind of reminds me way back in the day, back in May of 2016, you did your stream against Alpha Omega Sin, and you kind of attacked him because the main reason why you attacked him is because you felt like he ignored you and he didn't give you a shout out. Well, guess what? It wasn't like that long after that he actually gave you a shout out and said he wanted to get back with the Hate Big podcast. Whatever happened to that, Rob? What happened to that, I wonder? I wonder what the other people involved, like Razorfist, might have to say about that. But anyways, I guess that's all we really have. If you guys have anything that you want to share of your own, feel free to. And if you're a Rob fan that happened to stick around this whole time, well, whether you're convinced or not, I'm glad you at least gave me the time of days to check it out. And you guys can make your own decisions on it. I'm not trying to start drama or anything like that. I'm simply defending myself and demonstrating why I believe Rob is in the wrong here. So, thanks for watching. Down Phoenix out.